Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I am pumped up right now. I'm on level 10. My Rangers are one win away from a World Series, man. I am super excited, man. We just blew the doors off the Diamondbacks. They came back a little bit in the end, but it wasn't enough. One win away, man. I am super excited, man. But hey, this is the NBA Jam session. It's November 1st, new month, new goals, new opportunities, man. Y'all know what we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single NBA game every single day, man. We got a huge card today. I'm super excited to break it down. I'm super excited to be here with my guys, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you rocking with me, rock with me. I got premium plays over at the site. We smashed our play of the day yesterday with the New York Knicks. They continue to bully the Cleveland Cavs. They play again today. I'll tell y'all my thoughts on that game here in a bit. But we look to go back-to-back on the play of the day. I have more than one play for sale. If you want all those, scoop them up. Pickdawgz Premium. I'm active on Twitter all day, man. There's a link in the description for that as well. Follow me there. And as I talked to you about briefly yesterday, this is for my big bettors, man. You guys out there betting thousands of dollars on games. You guys that have asked me for that next level premium service. This is not for everybody, man. This is for my big bettors out there. They have asked for this service, and I now am offering it, man. You know who you are. If it's for you, send me a text over at 775-636-7674. We'll hook up. We'll get on a call, figure out if this package that I'm offering is a package for you. Again, only for my big bettors, man. I'm still going 110% right here on the Jam Session on every single game, every single day. And I'm still going 110% on my premium plays over on the site. This is just for those guys that want even more access. They've asked me for it, so I'm now offering them that service. Hey, huge day today, man. It's a great card. Again, I'm still pumped up over my Rangers. It's a great day, man. And I'm ready to make some more money, helping you guys make money as well. Without further ado, let's cook up tonight's NBA action. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. First game up, we got the Portland Trail Blazers out on the road facing the Detroit Pistons. Pistons home favorites laying 3 in this one, and of course we agree with the line. The Blazers, one of the worst teams in the NBA. The Pistons, one of the upcoming teams in the NBA. The Pistons, we've seen enough to know who this team is, man. And they're definitely the better team, and we definitely understand the line. And we're going to lay the 3 with them here in this one. We're not even going to overcomplicate it. The Pistons are the better team. I know we saw the Blazers get a win out on the road over Toronto. Toronto's fraudulent. We know that. So, not overly surprised in that Portland's not going to lose every single game this season. So that was a nice spot for them to get a win there. But Monty Williams, I love what he's doing with this young team. Kay Cunningham's playing well. The one concern is Jalen Duren is a game-time decision, but I still think Isaiah Stewart, Marvin Bagley, they may let Wiseman get some minutes in this game. They still have a few other bigs that'll be just fine in this game. Pistons land the points for me here in this one. They're the better team. They're at home. They've been a solid cover team for us thus far this season. No need to doubt them here in this spot. Speaking of that fraudulent team, a team that is on the do not bet list, man, the Toronto Raptors. They're at home getting 5 points. The Milwaukee Bucks coming into town. Short, sweet, simple in this one as well. I am taking the Milwaukee Bucks in this one. What I saw from them in their last game against Miami was encouraging. They did bounce back from that awful loss to the Hawks. That was a really bad loss, but I thought they were in a look-ahead spot to Miami, the team that had put them out of the postseason last year. This is going to be Milwaukee's first road test of the year. Their first 3 games were all at home. Sixers, Atlanta, Miami. Their first road test of the year. So this is not like one of my favorite plays of the night, but of course I like the Bucks in this spot. I can't touch the Toronto Raptors here. The Raptors, they've now lost back-to-back home games. They lost to the Sixers by 7, 114-107, and then lost by 7 again in their most recent one to the worst team in the NBA, the Portland Trail Blazers. I think the Raptors are heading towards blowing it up, man. I don't think Scotty Barnes, Siakam, and Achua, and Anobi, I just don't see all those guys going to be on this team at the trade deadline. This is one of the worst Toronto Raptors teams I've seen in recent memory. The Bucks should win here. They should win comfortably. They're definitely the better team. I'm going to lay the 5 with Milwaukee on the road here in this one. Next game up, man, we got the Washington Wizards out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks at the crib laying a big number, man. They're laying 7.5. I kind of understand why the line is where it's at, though. Let me explain. They're coming off two nice wins. You know, they went on the road and beat many people's favorite team in the East, best team in the East, the Milwaukee Bucks, 127-110. And then on a back end of a back-to-back, beat up on the Timberwolves. They found themselves down 19 at half against the Timberwolves, dominated in the second half, led by DeJounte Murray, and outscored the Timberwolves, 38-11 in the third quarter, and then dominated them in the fourth as well. So coming off two really nice wins, I kind of understand why the line is where it's at. And on the flip side, we have seen the Wizards get blown out in two of their three games this season. Got blown out by the Pacers, 143-120, in their last game at the crib, man. My team, not my team, but the team that I think is the best in the East, like I said a minute ago, many people's is the Bucks. Mine is the Celtics. The Celtics beat them up in that one, 126-107. Here's my thought process, man. I'm grabbing the points in this one with the Wizards. And here's why. We know the Hawks. The Hawks are a true 50-50 team. You guys have heard me say that for 2 years. We had them plus the points against the Bucks. That's what they do. They lose to the Hornets, they lose to the Knicks, and then they show up against the Bucks. It's typical Atlanta Hawks. These are the type games they usually fall flat in and lose outright. This is just what they do. The Wizards, in my mind, they're a make or miss team. I know that sounds weird, but they are. Volume shooters, Kuzma, Poole. When they're on, they're on. And when they're on, they're going to win games. When they're off, they're going to lose dominantly like we've seen. I have a feeling they're on here in this one. I'm going to grab the Wizards plus the points. I'm also going to sprinkle on the money line in this one. I don't trust the Hawks. So give me the Wizards plus the points, and I'm going to sprinkle on the money line. Next game up, man, we got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the Boston Celtics. Celtics laying a big boy number in this one, laying double digits, laying 11.5. This game's fairly simple for me, though. Short, sweet, and simple. The reason this line is so big is because Tyrese Halliburton's a game-time decision, and so is Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin, he's a really nice player, but the key piece in all this is Tyrese Halliburton, and this is short, sweet, simple. If he plays, grabbing the points with the Pacers is a solid place to be. If he does not play, I'm willing to lay up to 15, 16 points with the Celtics, as I think they win this game 20-plus points. We saw a lot last year, the Pacers, with and without Halliburton, man. Halliburton is the motor, the transmission, the battery, the steering wheel. He's the team here for the Pacers. It's kind of crazy that he, in a league full of absolute stars, has a team that cannot seem to function without him. But that's the case. He's the assist man, one of the best assist men in the league. He also sets up everything. The offense runs through him. He creates his own shot. They have nice pieces there in Indiana, but Halliburton makes it all go. And without him, this team is not that good. And they're going up against, in my opinion, the best team in the Eastern Conference. I don't see it for them here tonight. If Halliburton plays, grabbing over double digits is a great place to be. If he does not play, the Celtics are going to run them over 15, 20-plus points. So that's my thoughts in this one. I would say right now it's way early, but I don't think he plays, so I would lean laying the points here with the Boston Celtics trying to beat the number, because if he comes out and don't play, I could see the number extending out a little bit. So, you know what I mean? Leaning Celtics, though, laying the huge number. I don't think he plays. Next game up, man, we got the Brooklyn Nets out on the road facing the Miami Heat. Heat laying 6 at the crib here in this one. A lot of injury news going on here in this one. Let's run it down. Cameron Johnson for the Nets, out. Nick Claxton for the Nets, out. Spencer Dinwiddie, doubtful. Dennis Smith Jr., doubtful. Bam Adebayo, game-time decision, but probable. Jimmy Butler, just straight up questionable. They don't know, dealing with some left knee tendonitis. Caleb Martin out. Hayward Haysmith out. So, a lot of injury news here in this game. Here's what I think of it. I think Bam plays. I think Jimmy, I don't know. I don't know. Regardless, I'm grabbing the points in this one with the Brooklyn Nets. Short, sweet, and simple. The Miami Heat were one of the absolute worst cover teams at home last season. That just is what it is. They sucked at covering the spread last year. They haven't shown any signs of being a cover team. They've begun this season. Had a nice lead in their only home game over the Detroit Pistons. Saw that lead wither away, and they almost lost it outright at home to the Pistons to begin their season. They're banged up. I just don't see them coming out here going balls to the wall and blowing out this Nets team. A Nets team that is yet not to cover a spread this season. I've loved what I've seen from Cam Thomas. He's hooping. I would look at his points over. He just seems like a walking 30-point bucket every night. I don't want to lay points with the Heat at home. The Heat probably win this game in the end. I do think the Heat are the better team, but they're banged up, and they did not cover last year at home. I don't want to lay points with them at home. I think the Nets do what they do. They fought just like they fought in every game this year. I'm going to grab them here, plus the points. Next game up, man, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road facing the New York Knicks. No official lines out in this one at the time of recording, but I'm still going to break this game down. We just saw this game tonight. It was my play of the day. We had the New York Knicks in that one, and we're going to take the New York Knicks again tonight in this next game. It could very well be play of the day again. It might not be, but it could be. Here's why. The Knicks bully the Cavs. It's just short, sweet, and simple. They do. We saw them do it in the postseason, and they did it again tonight. And the Cavs are banged up right now. They're not playing well. They usually play their best basketball at home. They didn't do that. So what makes you think they're going to go out on the road and do it in New York? Nothing. I think the Knicks beat up on the Cavs here. I'm willing to lay up to 7 points with the Knicks in this one. I want to see the line. I want to see who's in, who's out. It is a back end of a back-to-back for a banged-up team in the Cavs. So this line may be out of control. I haven't seen it yet, but at the time of recording, if it's under 7, 6.5, 5, 4.5, somewhere in there, I'm laying it with the Knicks. They should beat up on the Cavs in back-to-back nights. Short, sweet, and simple for me here in this one. They have bullied this team. Next game up, man, we got the New Orleans Pelicans out on the road facing one of our favorite money-making teams, the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies. They're laying 3.5 on the Pelicans at the crib. I told you guys we're going to lose that value on the Thunder, man. We just are. What would this line have been last year? Pelicans minus 2.5 on the road? You know what I mean? The books are starting to catch on that the Thunder are going to be a legitimate team this year. They're going to hoop this year. And most nights against teams kind of like this, they're going to be the better team. They're healthy right now for the most part, and I do think they get it done. I am taking the Thunder Buddies, one of our favorite money-making teams, and I'm going to lay the points here in this one. Here's why. You guys know I like the Pelicans as well when healthy. When the Pelicans are healthy, they're one of the best teams in the NBA, in the Western Conference. The problem is they're almost never healthy. That's the problem, and they're not healthy now. To begin the year, they were healthy. They beat Memphis out on the road, 111-104, solid win. They beat the Knicks at the crib, 96-87, solid win. Brandon Ingram got hurt, knee injury. What happened? Very next game, got their doors blown off by the Golden State Warriors, 130-102. And I think they go out on the road here and get their doors blown off as well. I don't know what it is, man. When they're healthy, they're a scary team to play. When they're not, CJ McCollum just can't create the same way that him and Ingram can create when they're both on the floor. Zion has a little more attention on him. You can't just, play him one-on-one like you can when you got to worry about McCollum and Ingram. Hey, I don't like the spot for the Pelicans here. I think the Thunder Buddies beat up on them, kind of how the Warriors just beat up on them. The Thunder are legit. I've been telling y'all this for quite some time. SGA is legit. I love the team around this Thunder Buddies team. I think they get this done at the crib. I'm going to lay the points here in this one. Next game up, man, we got the Charlotte Hornets out on the road facing the Houston Rockets. Rockets laying 2 points in this one. Short, sweet, simple, man. This is one of the worst games on television tonight. I'm probably not watching this one. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not betting this thing either. But, I do give a pick in every game, every single day. My thoughts in this one, y'all know we talked about it yesterday. The Houston Rockets found themselves on the do not bet list. So short, sweet, simple. I do lean towards the Hornets. We're getting points with the Hornets. I'd much rather have 2 points in my back pocket in a game between two bad teams. I don't even think the money line is worth it. You might as well just grab the 2 with the Hornets. I I think the Hornets have the better player. Like when we think of who's the best player in this series, I think it's LaMelo Ball. The Hornets have more chemistry. The Rockets just came together. I'm not laying points with the Rockets in this one. Again, one of the worst games on tonight. Plenty of other places to be. We got World Series going on. We got 10 other NBA games, college football, hockey. We don't got to put our money here on Rockets, Hornets. But in a lane for the people that do want to bet this game, I lean Hornets. I think they're just the better team flat out with the better player. I think the Rockets are terrible. I think they're headed for one of the worst teams in the NBA again. And I think the Hornets are healthy, something they haven't been, in the last few seasons. I think they win this game. I would grab the 2 points with them here in this one. Next game up, man, we got the Denver Chicken Nuggets out on the road facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment, a.k.a. the number one team on our do not bet list. What they did the other night against the Hawks was absolutely disgusting. 19-point lead at half, lose the third quarter 38-11, and then get blown out in the fourth as well. Get blown out overall in the full course of the game was terrible. I'm going to be honest. These are the spots where they usually turn around and get a sneaky, surprising, way out of left field win, but there's no way I would even want to look in their direction for this one. The Nuggets are definitely the better team. The Nuggets should go out here and win this game. The T-Wolves do have playoff revenge. Remember, the T-Wolves were put out of the playoffs last season by the Nuggets, but what did we see in that postseason? The Nuggets dominated them. The Nuggets definitely are the better team. Jokic is definitely the better player in this series. Line looks funky. Line looks really funky. I kind of understand why it is where it is, but I like the Nuggets here. Remember, the Nuggets were 25-25 straight up last year on the road. They lost the same amount of games as they won out on the road. So I understand why the line is where it is, but after watching how the Timberwolves fell apart in that second half yesterday, I think Jokic comes in here and goes absolutely crazy. No way I'm looking in the direction of the Timberwolves. It's Nuggets for me. I think they're still the best team in the Western Conference. And until further notice, until they give us a reason to doubt them, I continue to want to ride them, man. One of the best teams in the NBA. Hell, what am I talking about? The best team in the NBA. They're the defending champs. Give me the Nuggets. I'm going to lay the points on the road here in this one. Next game up, man, we got your Chicago Bulls out on the road facing my favorite team, the Dallas Mavs. Mavs laying 5 at the crib. This game makes me nervous, man. I'm going to be honest. The reason it makes me nervous is because I do like the Mavs laying the points, but we know what's up with the Mavs. Last year, the Mavs were the worst cover team in all of the NBA. It is what it is. They were also the worst home ATS team in the NBA. They were terrible covering spreads at the crib. They were as bad as it got. So that's why I'm nervous laying the points here in this one. But based off what I've seen thus far this season, of course, the Mavs are playing the much better basketball. The Mavs are definitely the better team here in this one. They got the better player in Luka Doncic playing at an MVP level. I think sprinkling on him MVP at plus 500 right now is a very solid bet. This is a guy who's had 3 straight 30-point games, triple-doubles in 2 of those. His team is one of the few undefeated teams left in the NBA. The Mavs are playing well. It is what it is. And I think they continue to play well, in all honesty. This is a team that was just in the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. This is still one of the best players in the NBA in Luka Doncic. I have not liked what I've seen from the Bulls. I'm just calling a spade a spade. They got their doors blown off to begin the year by the Thunder Buddies, 124-104. They had the ugliest win of the year over the Toronto Raptors, a game I still don't know how they won. Took a Caruso game winner in that game. That game was terrible. And then they got their doors blown off again by the Detroit Pistons out on the road. They did get a win in their last one over the Pacers, 112-105, but this is their 3rd straight road game. They've looked ugly, in my opinion, in 3 of their 4. Zach LaVine is a game-time decision, although he is probable. I just don't see it here. Short, sweet, simple. I don't see it for the Bulls. I'm going to lean Mavs. It makes me nervous because they were so terrible against the spread at home last year. But based off what is going on right here, right now, today, I think the Mavs are the better team playing the better basketball. And I think they win this game comfortably. I would lay the points with them here in this one at home. Next game up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies out on the road facing the Utah Jazz. Jazz home favorites laying 2.5 here in this one. Hey, as I've told you at the beginning of the year, the Grizzlies will not make the postseason. The Grizzlies are not that good of a team. I know we had a good enough database saying that they play good basketball without John Morant. As I tried to explain to y'all, that was during the regular season when the team already had an established culture. Without him in the building, he's the heartbeat of this team. Without him in the building, they're just not the same. They tried to add Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose to the fold. It hasn't paid dividends yet, and now this team is still winless on the year, 0-4. And I'm taking them to can stay winless. I'm taking the Jazz. I'm laying the points here in this one. I just have not seen nothing from the Memphis Grizzlies to warrant me to catch a falling knife with them. I've been the leader of fade the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm going to continue to fade the Memphis Grizzlies until they show me anything. They got their doors blown off at home by the Mavs, 125-110. Washington smacked them up on the road, 113-106. Their only game they covered was against Denver, 108-104 at home. That was kind of surprising. They competed in that one, still lost, and then they lost at home to begin their season to the New Orleans Pelicans. So in the one game we seen them on the road, they got beat handedly by a Wizards team that's really not that good. The Jazz, they're solid. They're solid. You know, they're just in a really tough conference. I think they show up, show out tonight at home, though, and get their first home win of the season. I'm not overcomplicating this one. I intend to fade the Grizzlies until they show me much of anything. Desmond Bane is not a number one option. He's just not. And trying to use him as a number one option, you're going to find out more often than not they're going to lose more games than they're going to win. And I think they lose this one and stay winless. Give me the Jazz, money line, or laying the 2.5 here in this one. Next game up, man, we got the Sacramento Kings out on the road facing the Golden State Warriors. Warriors laying a big boy number, laying 7 in this one. Reason the number's so big, Darren Fox will miss this game. And we already saw the Warriors beat up on the Kings once this season. It was in Sacramento. Score in that game was 122-114, so they won by 8 on the road. What's been weird about Golden State is last year they were money at home. They were the best home ATS team in the league. And on the road, they were terrible. They were the worst road ATS team in the league. The thing about it is thus far this season, they're 0-1 ATS at home and 3-0 ATS on the road. Really, really weird, right? I know. Trust me, I've been on the other side. The thing is, I've kind of learned my lesson, man. I'm not overcomplicating this one. That light-skinned man is on a mission early this year. I'm taking the Warriors. I'm laying the points. Klay Thompson also game time decision in this one, and Jonathan Kuminga. But if Curry's playing, I'm on the Warriors. We know what they do in Chase Center. They flip the switch. They activate the magnets, and shots that just don't fall on the road fall at home. The thing is, those shots are falling on the road right now, so I'm expecting them to fall at home as well. Their loss was the first game of the season at home against a healthy Suns team at the time Booker played, so no harm, no foul there. I do think they're better than the Kings. Right now, they're playing better basketball than the Kings, and the subtraction of Darren Fox really hurts the Kings. Me and Tony T talked about this a lot last season on the drive through. The Kings were one of the most fortunate teams last year. They were healthy damn near the whole season. They were able to avoid the injury bug. That's not the case early this season, and I don't think it sets them up well here on the road going up against Golden State. I think Golden State wins this one comfortably. I think that light-skinned man continues to get busy like he has early this season. I love Curry. He's one of the best players to ever touch a basketball, and he's in that mode right now, and I think he stays in it at the crib. I'm going to lay the points in this one with Golden State at home. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Battle of LA, man. We got the Clippers and the Lakers in Crypto Arena. The Clippers are still playing at the time of recording this. It's halftime in their game. They're losing to the Magic 50-47. Short, sweet, simple for me here. I look to fade the Clippers on the back end of a back-to-back. They're short-handed anyway due to the trade. I saw some news that the trade hasn't gone through yet, so I highly doubt that those guys play on Wednesday. Harden, PJ Tucker, I doubt that they play. I think the Clippers may sit some guys. They usually sit guys on the back end of back-to-backs. I'm aware of the history. The Clippers usually beat up on the Lakers in these situations. You know, recently the Clippers have dominated this series. I think it's time for it to go the other way. I just think it's a terrible spot for the Clips, in all honesty. It's a terrible spot. I think the Lakers beat them up here in this game. I'm going to lean towards the Lakers. I'll update you guys on this game a little bit more tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. But as I sit here right now, today, I like the Lakers laying the 3 at the crib. Here it is. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam session. As always, I appreciate every last one of y'all watching this video. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're rocking with me, rock with me, man. I got premium plays over at the site. There's a link for that in the description. We smashed our play of the day yesterday. We look to go back-to-back on that play today. And I'm active on Twitter all day, man. There's a link for that in the description there as well. Follow me over there. And as I talked to you guys about yesterday, man, this is for my big bettors, man. I got my full court press. This is for you guys that have asked for that next level of service. This is not for everybody. This is for the guys betting $1,000 a game and want a little more information, a little more access to me. If that's you, you know who you are. I need you to contact this number. Text this number, 775-636-7674. We'll set up a package, man, that's best for you guys. It's only for those big bettors that have asked for that next level of service. If it's not for you, continue to get the premium plays. Continue to watch the jam session. Of course, I appreciate every last one of y'all just the same, man. Let's make some money on a money-making Wednesday. Huge card. I'm excited. I just cooked up every single game for y'all right here, right now. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'll see y'all soon. Let's make some money today. I'm out of here. Peace.